so shifted okay. Had some lockups under braking that were kind of odd, but I just can't accelerate forward, which is even in a straight line. So I don't know. I mean, it's always the grip here, but I feel like I'm just like really, really off. So we'll sort through it. Hopefully, check some things out overnight and come up with a plan. I mean, our setup's not that different than our teammates, so typically we're kind of right there with them somewhat, and it just doesn't feel good at all, and and obviously way off on pace. I think we're like 31st or something, so pretty odd.
You said the tires are like shaking?
Yeah, the rear tires are just shaking, like on even like low throttle percentage, like just accelerating out of some of the really any corner besides maybe when I get to like here off of 11 when I'm in third gear, but I don't know what that would be, but yeah, I mean, we tried raising, lowering the car, like all those traditional things you do with this car, but we couldn't move the needle at all, so really odd.
Does it give you any concern since we'll be going to a road course or a street course in a couple of weeks? You'll have to turn right and left?
No, I mean, we qualified on the pole at COTA, so now I'm 31st. It just feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel normal. I think COTA kind of fought all the normal road course things, and we haven't had this ever happen to us with this car, so really, I don't know what's going on, but my crew chief, he's gonna have a sleepless night, so that sucks. But yeah, hopefully we'll rally tomorrow. I mean, our laps there are pretty much like 4 or 5 laps into a race run, so when we put new tires on, it didn't feel any different or better, so pretty weird.
William, I know you're trying to figure your stuff out right now. There's 5 Toyotas in the top 10 in qualifying, which, last year the Toyotas really struggled. Most of the road courses were bad here, and at COTA, the other one, I know it's a different course, but they only got 1 car in the top 10 in qualifying. I know you're trying to figure your stuff out, but how much has changed for the Toyotas?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they've gotten good on the road courses. I think Reddick was really strong at COTA, and we were kind of battling with him. There were some Chevrolets in the mix there too, and it seems like they probably took a lot of those notes and applied them to their cars. So yeah, I kind of expected that coming here. I just thought us personally on our team would be a lot better, kind of in the mix with those guys. So yeah, we're pretty lost at the moment, but hopefully we get a chance to look at everything and figure something out for tomorrow.
For one person, and I know it's not always one person, but for one driver makes a difference. I mean, Reddick going from the success he had last year on the road courses, then over to Toyota, winning at COTA and helping them out. And I'm sure it's probably too simplistic, but how much can somebody who has success in a particular type of track help?
It helps for sure, but you still got to have the engineers and the crew chiefs put it all together to build a good setup. So the driver's job is really just to tell them what tendencies they want to have and what direction they want to go in terms of balance and kind of what matters to each driver. So I feel like we have that over at our place with Chase and Kyle do a great job, and I've been in faster road courses, so just a matter of kind of using all those notes and tendencies to develop a good setup.
You guys have been obviously incredibly fast this first part of the season. So with the off week coming up next week, how do you make sure that momentum doesn't get interrupted? Obviously today is not great, right?
Yeah.
But how do you make sure that you guys maintain that momentum into the second half of the season?
Just keep doing it, the processes that we have. Each week I feel like we're showing up pretty close at the racetrack. This is definitely the worst we've ever showed up this year, and it doesn't make a lot of sense really. So we just got to go back and look at everything. But yeah, I think overall just using the things we do during the week to try to get better, and take the off week to try to recover and rest some, and go back to Nashville and be strong there. So I guess we got the Chicago street course coming up, so we gotta figure that out on sim, and then I think there's one more road course, Watkins Glen. Is that the last one? Indy, yeah. So got a lot of those. So we need to learn something out of tomorrow. Hopefully get a chance to look at everything and learn something tomorrow in the race.
Have you done any sim work or anything with Chicago yet, or looked at that much, or is it still too early for you?
It's still pretty early. We usually work about 2 weeks out, so we'll probably do the sim at Chicago next week.
After the off week, you got to come back and just pretty much hit kill, right? Be on kill mode and just about getting points, getting wins, just building up the points going into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, trying not to lose any any points. At the start of tomorrow, it's a long race, but with no planned cautions, it's going to be tough to navigate the strategy to have a big advantage there. So, got our work cut out for us tomorrow to stay up there in points. But after that, we can kind of regroup for Nashville, bring the same stuff that we've kind of been bringing at a lot of the ovals, and for Chicago, probably go back to some of the stuff we did at Coda and look at all that. So, I think try not to give up any points tomorrow.
Nashville's been a great track for motorsports. How do you keep the tradition going?
Yeah, I don't know why it's been so good. I mean, it doesn't feel like we're that much better than the competition there, but it just seems like we've executed good races, and they've kind of gone in our way. So I think we've got a decent notebook for there. But like I said, it doesn't feel like we've been like lights out there. At least I haven't. But we've run competitive up front.
So when you guys struggle, and you're used to being at a place that does, first rate all the time, how is it over there when it's like, okay, we're not where we want to be? Is that like a feeling across the board? We got to step it up, and Hendrick is used to being number one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give my crew chief good feedback. I felt like I was trying to be as detailed as I could, but I was having a hard time kind of narrowing in on anything particular because we were pretty far off there. So I think he's a little bit confused, but we'll get a chance to look at our car and regroup for tomorrow, because certainly can't run like that tomorrow. It'd be a long day. So hopefully we can kind of sort out what we need and look at. I mean, all of our setups are pretty close, so just try to look at some details that maybe are wrong or something's maybe broken. I don't know.
Yeah.
William, how does your lack of track position change your race strategy tomorrow?
Just try to do the best we can. I think overall we've just got to keep working, and it'll be a long race. To try to jump track position when we can. So it'll be a tough one.
What are your plans for the off week? Anything exciting?
Going up to like Rhode Island area, so gonna go up there for a few days next weekend, and excited for that. And then I'll just be back home.
When you have to make it through the field here, right, from really down low, does anybody really have much experience as to how you do that, or like how hard that's gonna be?
It's gonna be tough. I mean, this is a tough place to pass, so it'll be difficult to work our way through, but we've got a good pit crew and good group, and we've been good in traffic all year, so we just need a little bit better car to do that. So hopefully we figure that out overnight.
You put that fierce switch on. That's my word for you.
For sure. Try to at least.
Yeah.
So with Grant making his Cup debut, what's the level of difficulty of Sonoma for first-time start?
It's probably up there. This place depends on kind of how the car handles and feels. But it can be enjoyable, or it can be really tough. It's just a matter of kind of putting it all together. So it's a difficult place for sure.
If you were to give advice, would be like one specific thing that you would need to avoid in order to have a solid day overall?
I don't know. Just try to keep the fenders on and try to make all the laps. I mean, trying to minimize mistakes in this deal is probably one of the biggest things.
Have you been keeping an eye on Le Mans?
A little bit for sure. Been kind of focused on our own things, but yeah, definitely looking at it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.